Hello, I'm Kat and today I'm going to be testing out the Nomad Cosmetics Fairytale Europe palette. So this is actually the first time I've ever tried Nomad Cosmetics, so I am interested to see what their eyeshadows are like. So I think I've mentioned in one of my previous videos, but I had to pick this up because I just love the theme of it. So it came in this outside box, which is very kind of shiny, so I'll try not to like blind you, but as you can see, we've got the castle, we've got a little bunny here, it's so cute. So I just love that. And then we've got all the shades on the back. And then we've got the actual palette, which has got a similar picture. It's a bit more, it's more zoomed in. So we haven't got the bunny on this one, so I'm gonna have to keep the outside box for that. But this has actually got the castle, it's like 3D, so I'm not sure if, can you see that? It's like raised up a bit. And then it also came with this little booklet, which is a little fairy tale that Nomad Cosmetics have done. So The Princess and Her Kingdom. I haven't actually read this yet, but it's got like a few pages to it, so I will have to read that at some point, but it's just like a little fun extra. So I'll read this little bit that they've got on the back here. Obviously this is the first time I've tried Nomad Cosmetics, so I don't know too much about them really. I know they do a lot of palettes like based on destinations. So this one says the destination: princess castles and storybook settings. Once upon a time in a European land far, far away, a place full of romantic castles, storybook landscapes and adorable woodland animals. The enchanting tales of Cinderella, Snow White and others come to life in these magical destinations. From Alcazar de Segovia in Spain, that originally inspired Disney, to Sleeping Beauty's castle, Schloss Neuschwanstein in Germany. Come with us to explore the inspiration for your favourite fairy tale and celebrate a world of happily ever afters. Hopefully I said those names close to what they're supposed to be. So like, I love this one, like I had to get it. Obviously I love the fairy tale theme, and like it's based on like Europe, which is where I live, so I love that. And they also say that they are proud to support UNESCO World Heritage Centre that helps preserve heritage sites around the world, like the inspiring European castles. I do love that about Europe, that we have all these like beautiful castles. I have been to a few, I guess, in England where I live. But yeah, I just really love this one, so I thought this was a good opportunity for me to try them out. So I can't remember exactly how much I paid for this one. I think it was like maybe around £60. So the palette itself is $59. But this is coming from America, I believe. So obviously I had to pay shipping and some customs on top. So, and I did use a discount code as well. So I think overall I ended up paying about £60-ish. So it is quite a lot of money for a palette. But I had the opportunity to get this, so I thought I would get this one. So I'll show you the inside of the palette. I haven't even done that yet. So you have got a very large mirror with some like quotes on here. And then we've got all the shades in here. So I'll pop up some swatches on the screen for you. And I'm just going to read a little bit off their website about the shades because they've just listed it really nicely. So it says Princess Sparkles and Woodland Neutrals, Tinkerbell Shimmers from Cinderella Pinks and Belle Yellows to Snow Queen Blues and Magic Spell Blacks, balanced with natural hued mattes from light to deep. 6 versatile mattes, 9 Bella the Ball shimmers and 3 magical multi-chromes, 4 times finer pigments and prismatic pearls for fairy tale feel and magical colour payoff, apple fruit extract, the non-poisonous kind, to help keep skin looking as fresh as Sleeping Beauty. So I'll just go through the duochrome and multi-chromes. So where is it? Prince Charming. So this one's a duochrome, shifting from light yellow to green gold. And then the multi-chromes, we've got Magic Spell up here, which is shifting from black to green to iridescent grey. We've got Snow White over here, which is shifting from white to pink to rose gold. And then the last one is Sleeping Beauty, which is a lavender with rainbow shifts. And then we've just got the top 2 rows, they're all like the shimmer shades, and then along the bottom we have got the mattes. So the only thing I wasn't as keen about with this palette is that there is an awful lot of shimmers, and I prefer mattes over shimmers. Like I would rather more mattes in a palette and less shimmers. So that's my only like a little niggle about this, but we have got, I don't know, lots of shimmer options here, so I'm sure we can create lots of looks. So for the looks then, I was thinking, seeing as this is like a fairy tale palette, what I will do is I will do one more kind of princessy light look, and we can use more of the like lighter mattes, I guess, and like maybe one of the lighter shimmers. And then in the second look, I'll do more of a kind of like villain look, you know, from all the fairy tales. So we can use like the black here, like the darker shades, and maybe pick one of the like darker shimmers to use as well. So I think that'd be quite fun. And I have got like a bit of a princessy dress on today, so I'll probably choose like something over here, maybe with the pinks or something, and we'll just do a nice like pretty light look, I think. So I'm going to start off like over in the lightest shades and then work my way along. I've just swatched them, and I don't think I'm actually going to use this shade because I think it's pretty much like my skin tone, so I don't think it's actually going to show up much. So I'm going to go in with this one first, the second lightest, and then I might use this one here, even though it seems like quite dark in the pan, but just as like a little bit of a wing. I don't want to go too much, and I don't think I want to use a black. I want to keep it a bit softer for like the princess look. So I'm going to start with this shade here, which is called, oh dear, Craigiver Castle. That sounds a bit like Scottish maybe, so that's probably not how you say it. So I'm just going to use this in the crease. Yeah, so you can just about see this shade on me. So I think the other one would definitely be too light. So I think this look is going to be a pretty straightforward one, like kind of like, I guess I'm going to go in with a colour shimmer, but like a neutral, like simpler look. Do something a bit more interesting with the other one, maybe like the villain dark look. Oh yeah, I've put on some false nails, so I had to actually use a brush to blend out my eye primer because I just can't get my like finger in there properly. So like they're a little bit longer than I would normally have my nails, I would say, like just a little bit. But I guess when they're false nails, it just doesn't feel as natural doing things. So I did try some false nails, I don't know, maybe a few months ago or something like that. And I used the kind of glue, like sticky tabs, which, I don't know, I don't think they lasted particularly long. Like maybe they only lasted a week, I don't know. But yeah, they didn't last very long, so I wasn't impressed. And I thought, oh, I'll just give up on false nails. Because I would like to, I guess, go to like a salon and just get my nails painted. I don't really want like the gel nails, like those sort of false nails, like put on like gel extensions, or I don't know, whatever they're called. I don't know all the names for them. But like I would just kind of, because I usually grow my natural nails quite long, they're quite strong, and like I grow them probably just a little bit shorter than this. I don't like my nails too short, but I would like to just get them painted basically in like pretty design. But obviously going to the salons, like it's very expensive. Like I did look into one near me, but I don't know, they like charge, like for nail art, I think they kind of charge like per the nail, don't they? I think it'd just be too much money, I just can't afford that right now. So I actually saw a video recently on YouTube of this girl doing like her own nails at home, but what she actually uses is like false nails. So she paints the false nails herself and then just glues them on. And I thought, you know what, let me try them again. And this time I've used an actual like glue, like liquid glue. So I should actually continue doing my eyeshadow, shouldn't I? Okay, I think I'm gonna go in with this slightly darker shade now, just to use on this outer corner over here. Just to add in a bit of like depth in the corner. Yeah, so as I was saying, like I used a proper like liquid glue for my nails this time, and I'm hoping like that's gonna work a lot better than just like the sticky tabs. Because I guess with the sticky tabs it can't always, like it doesn't always cover like the whole nail, so I suppose the edges are still like free to, I don't know, get liquid under, and then they start, I guess, losing their grip a bit. So yeah, I've had these on for, when did I do them? Was it Monday? I think I've had them on for 4 days now. Yeah, because I put them on after I'd washed my hair, so I haven't actually tried washing my hair with them yet. So that's gonna be fun. Yeah, I think because they're not the actual nails, like I'm getting a bit more used to them, I guess, where they've been on for a few days now. But like especially the first day, it was like really weird, like touching things, because I guess you don't want to, I don't know, them to fall off. They're still a bit like not sensitive, but like I guess the glue hasn't properly like hardened, and you know, it's not super secure yet. But yeah, if these actually stay on very well, I don't know, like I'm thinking maybe a couple of weeks would be good. And then yeah, maybe I'll just keep doing these in future and using like the actual liquid glue. Okay, I want to try and add in just a bit more like depth up here, because I think it just works good for my eye shape. Because when I was looking at that, is it the last one I done, that spring makeup look? Now I do like how that looked, but I don't know, I just think maybe because how my eyes are, maybe because I've got this little bit of like a hood here, that I don't know, I feel like adding that little bit of depth over here really, like, it looks better. Maybe that's just me, how I like the look of it. I just think it looks better. Oh, another thing I'm looking forward to doing later is taking out my contact lenses with these nails in. I've not tried that before, so we'll see how that goes. I did already ask my fiance if he's able to help me later if I can't do it, and he's like freaked out. He's like, no. Oh, it's funny. Hopefully I'll be able to take them out myself, it'll be fine, so hopefully. Okay, I'm thinking that might be good enough. So on to the shimmer. So I'm trying to decide between two. So first up is this one over here called First Kiss, which is like it's a very light, I don't know, peachy pink it looks like, which I'm not sure if that's going to be too light. I think it actually matches with my dress quite well. Like, it's that kind of light. The other one is Cinderella here, which is just like a light pink. See, I'm almost wondering if this one's like too light and maybe it would work better as like a kind of topper. But I don't know, it does look very nice, and it will probably fit with like a very light look. Maybe I'll go in with this one and we'll see how it looks first, because then I could always go over the top with the pink one if I don't think there's enough, like, I guess, colour to it. How am I going to do this now? Because I normally do it with my fingers, don't I? We'll just have to try. So we're going with that First Kiss one. So this is just a normal like shimmer. So that is very pretty. So maybe I do want to stick with this one actually, because I'm not going very like deep over here. Almost forgot I need to put in that kind of winged liner that I'm doing as well. I think I will stick with this one actually, just because of the depth of it, where I'm trying to keep the look fairly light. I think this one's going to work better. Okay, so there's the shimmer, which is looking very pretty. I do really like that, that is so pretty. So now I'm going to go in and do like just a very tiny wing, I think, just to add that little extra to it, because I still feel like it, I don't know, it's not quite finished, which normally I would then go in with like a deeper shade and like deepen up the outer corner more, but I don't know, I feel like I want to do, obviously because I'm doing like a princess and a villain, I want to keep the princess like as light as possible, and then the villain I'm going to go really dark. So I'm going to go in with the darkest brown here now, which is called, oh yeah, I didn't tell you all the names of these, did I? So that brown here was called Chateau de Chambord. Sounds kind of French. And then this darkest brown here is called Neuschwanstein. Neuschwanstein. Is that German? Apologies, I did not learn German at school. I done Spanish at school, so I could probably say maybe some Spanish kind of words. But yeah, so that's what we're going with now. And I think I'm going to do just like a very tiny wing, because I don't want it to be too much. Oh, I've literally just like done it right into my eye. So I don't even want to like bring it out too far, I don't think. So I think I'm gonna have to like lean in for this one. Hopefully you can still see. So like just that, I think. So I'll just put in a little bit more here on the eye. Or on the lid, I mean. Okay, so there's the liner. I actually done it a little bit too much on this one, so I wonder if I might be able to wipe that a little bit. And then maybe wipe this side as well. So I think that's going to be it for the eyes. Obviously I'm going to put some lashes on, but I think that's going to be it. And underneath, I'm not sure. So I'm thinking I might actually put some of this Snow White shimmer. I think this was a multi-chrome, wasn't it? It's quite light, pretty shimmer. So I might put some of that underneath the eye, possibly, just to add a little something more, because I don't think I want to put any colour underneath the eye. Yeah, so I think I will do that. So I'm going to go finish off the rest of my face, and then we'll come back and see the finished look. So here's the finished first look. What do you think? So I have just realised I forgot to take off this little bit of mascara that I got on my face here, so please excuse that. I've kind of smudged it now. I don't think it's going anywhere. I think I'm gonna have to like put something over it. But anyway, here's the kind of a princessy look, and I think this looks really nice. I decided not to put mascara on the bottom lashes, so I've just got it on the top, which I think adds like a softer look to it. And I did also put some white eyeliner just in the waterline. So yeah, I think the eyes came out really nice. And then for the lips, I wanted to go for like a pinky one, but obviously not super bright pink. I did end up using this Etude Over Glowy in, what shade is this? Bambi Cherry 5. And then this isn't like super glossy, so I did add just, what is this? Essence. Just a clear gloss over the top, so we've got that shine. So yeah, I think this came out really nice. So for the palette so far, I'm really liking it. The quality of the shadows are really nice. So they all went on really nice and blended really well. What did I use? I used the two mattes here for like, I guess on the eyes and like blending, and they look really nice. And I did only use this as like a liner, so like I've just kind of like packed that on in a line, which I mean it's come out really well, but obviously haven't blended that out. And then the shimmers, so I did use this one, which is really pretty, love that. And I have put this, what was it, Snow White one, so I did put that kind of inner corner under the eyes as well, which I think looks really nice, so love that. Yeah, so far I'm really enjoying the shadows. Like I think they're really nice. Obviously I will be doing a second look with this palette too, but yeah, so far I really like it. So let's move on to look number 2. here's the second look. So I've gone for more of a villain type look for this one. We've gone quite dark. So I really like how this one turned out. What do you guys think? So for the lips, this is actually a combination. I wanted to go for, I guess, a bit of a purple. Obviously I could have gone straight for a black, but I wanted to go for a bit of a purple. So I didn't have a purple lipstick like to match with the eyes. So I actually no, that's the wrong thing. So I actually lined my lips and kind of filled them in a bit with this black. This is a Revolution black I was gonna say liquid lipstick, lip liner. I didn't go too like heavy-handed with it though, like I don't know, I didn't want it to be too harsh. And then I've actually used this lipstick, which is a Revolution one. I think this is quite old. This is called Beyond Vamp, but it's actually a bit more of a kind of like pinky purple, but like putting it over the black how I did, it's actually made it like a darker purple. And I think this actually matches with the eyes quite nicely. So quite happy with how that came out. So for the eyes, I did obviously want to try out like some of the darker shades in this one. So we went for the black, which I'm pretty impressed with this black. So you can like build it up. So you can go in with it gently and like it's not too dark, but I did build it up quite a bit because I wanted like the deepness for it. So I'm pretty happy with how that one turned out. Oh my god, I'm getting so hot. I'm actually already starting to sweat. So let me try and finish this video quickly. And obviously I tried out the grey just to like blend out the edge of the black a bit. I wanted to use the purple because I thought that'd be great for doing like a bit more of a villain type look. And what was it? And I actually used this one here, like the Snow White. Was this the multi-chrome one, I think? So I used that as like the inner corner like highlight. Because I was trying to think what could I use for that. And like that was obviously one of the lightest. I did also wonder whether to use this one, but I didn't think it was quite as like bright as this one, so I did end up going with that one. But yeah, I'm really happy with this, how this look came out. Oh, and I actually used this black one as well. I thought I wanted to try it out and I thought it might be nice just to go from the purple into that black, just a little bit more glitter there. So my thoughts on the palette so far then, I'm really happy with this one. I'm so glad I got it, like not just for the packaging, like the shadows inside are really lovely. So I'm really happy with the quality of the shimmers. Like they're really like pretty sparkly, like shimmery, like they feel very nice, like to put your finger in, like swatching them. And like we've got some lovely colours here. It is more shimmers than I would usually like in a palette. I usually prefer like mattes over the shimmers, but they are all very nice, and I'm sure I would probably end up like dipping into this like if I'm using another palette and like to pick a shimmer out of this, as there are some beautiful shades. Luna! Luna, come here. Right, I've got Luna, little cameo. I did shut my room quickly just to film this outro, and like she was in here, but now that I've shut it, she like wants to go out. I'm gonna be finished soon, Just wait a few minutes, okay? Yeah? We'll be done in a minute. So as I was saying, I'm really happy with all the shimmers and the mattes. So there's not a lot of them, but I think I did try pretty much all of them other than that one. I don't think I used the very lightest, but yeah, I'm really happy with them too. Like they blended out really nicely on the eye, and like you're able to build them up. Like definitely when I was doing this black one, like I could blend it out, but then I can build it up to go deeper. I did pack it on quite a lot here. I could probably actually pack on even more if I wanted to, but I feel like it's quite dark already. But yeah, I'm really happy with this palette, and like I'm so glad that I got it. It did cost me quite a bit, so I'm pleased that the quality is really good, and I'm sure I will make use of this in other looks. So I'm gonna find somewhere to put this like on display, like on one of my shelves or something. So I'm gonna have to find somewhere that I can put this on my shelf, just so I can like look at it. It's just so pretty. Yeah, so I would be happy to buy from Nomad again. I would keep an eye on their palettes. Obviously I'm not as interested in a lot of the kind of destination ones. Like if it's something like this, like I love this, whereas I guess this is a bit more leaning fantasy, isn't it? So the fairy tale, but I think the other like destinations aren't always that, so I'm not as keen on them, but I will keep an eye on them, and like if they bring out something that's like kind of similar like to this again, I will probably pick it up. So let me know which of the two looks you like the best today. Do you like the more princessy look, or do you prefer the villain one? Everything that I've used will be listed in the description box down below, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a like and subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye!